Hi, I'm Bernie Wild.
And I'm Susan Wild.
In this video, we're going to share answers to frequently asked questions that we receive. Because we get these so often, we decided to put them in one video for you.
We're going to give short answers to the questions, but we'll be sure to put links in the description to other videos that go more in depth.
A question that comes up over and over again is, how did we decide which type of RV to get?
Yeah, that's a big decision. Are you going to get a motorhome or a pull trailer, fifth wheel?
Yeah, we decided that we wanted more storage. That was big for me. And another was that we wanted something that would be comfortable to stay more long-term in spaces rather than taking off every 3 days.
Yeah, we were transitioning from a fairly large house, so we really wanted something that felt homey, even though it was considerably smaller.
Yes.
We chose a rather large fifth wheel and a truck for our setup, and we're often asked, would we choose that if we were doing it over again?
In short, yes. I mean, we've been quite happy with it. I mean, the trade-off is that we can't pull over in every nook and cranny, but our way of doing this is to immerse ourselves in an area. So we can pull into an area, set up a base camp, and then just go all over the place with our truck, and we can even camp, truck camp, car camp, tent camp. We can do those types of things. We can do all other ways of reaching all those nooks and crannies, so it works out for us.
Yep.
We've been asked several times, do we have a home base? That is, do we have a house somewhere? No, we did that for many years, and we decided to go full-time in a fifth wheel, and so we've been living and traveling full-time in a fifth wheel for 7 years now.
Yep, and so now home is where we park it. We're often asked, how do we handle missing family and friends living and traveling in an RV?
Well, we stay in touch by phone, online, even by video. Hey! And, you know, we're mobile, so we can go see them.
Yeah, we actually see some family members more often in this lifestyle than we did when we lived in a regular house. So works out great for us.
Another good question that keeps coming in is, how do we determine where we stay? Well, we basically figure out where we want to go, and then we research places in that area.
Yeah, and we've done more in-depth videos on choosing both long-term and short-term stay places. We'll be sure to put links to those in the video description. A very frequently asked question is, how do we make money while living and traveling full-time in an RV?
We don't. No. Basically, we're camping and then any kind of entrepreneurial things that we can do. We sell photos, we do seminars, workshops. We're trying to transition into doing some webinars and things like that. So whatever we can do.
Yeah, it's up and down, but we've been making it work.
A popular question that comes up repeatedly is, how do we manage doctor visits? Well, we try not to have to go, but if we do, we can make the rounds and drive there.
Yeah, or another thing that's become very popular recently are televisits. A lot of doctors you can do either over the phone or on the computer, so that's helped out quite a bit. We have a dog, our dog Barkley, so we're often asked what's it like living in a small space and traveling with a pet.
Well, it's been pretty good. I think the only thing that I would say that's been challenging is leaving them for lengths of time. If we go somewhere where dogs aren't allowed or it's not a good fit for him, we've had to leave him extended periods of time or get somebody to watch him if it was going to be too long, or make arrangements. And, well, that's fine, but that would be something that we always had to consider.
Yeah, he's older now and is almost blind and totally deaf, so he really doesn't mind being left. He mostly just sleeps.
Something we're asked all the time. I mean, it just seems like it's just a constant question or questions that we get is, what do we like the best and what do we like the least about full-time living and traveling in an RV? And for me, it's moving, and that's my best and my least. I love that I can just pick up and go wherever we want. We want beachfront property, live in the mountains, live by a lake, whatever we want, we can pick up and go and have that. The other thing is that we have to pick up and go. So it's moving. It's,
Yeah.
you know, think about that. You know, I mean, for some people it's easier than others. We have quite a big operation, so it's a little bit, but we're pretty much experts at it now.
Yeah. Another thing that comes to mind is space. I like having a small space on one hand because it makes us not have as much stuff. But on the other hand, we still have too much stuff and we never have enough space. So kind of the same thing. One of the best questions that we get is, what has been your favorite place or experience? And we did a really good video on this. Be sure to check it out. Link in the video description. Mine always has something to do with animals. I love animals, wildlife.
Yeah, I like that too, both in the wild and then in rehabilitation places and things like that, and sanctuaries. But I guess, this is so hard for me because we go to so many places because there's so many places that we like. And I mean, Yellowstone, all over southern Utah, all those parks, Zion, the Sierra. But I guess if I had to pick, my number one place for me would be just the Oregon coast in general. I just absolutely love it there. And I've been around different places in the world. I've been in every one of the contiguous United States, and I just, for me, that does it for me.
Those are the short answers to some of our most frequently asked questions. Be sure to check out the more in-depth videos linked in the video description.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your comments on these or any other questions that you may have.
And please remember to share, subscribe, and click on that little notification bell. Thanks
for
for
watching. So we're often asked, how did we arrive at the type of RV that we have? Well, we basically wanted something that we could stay more long-term in, and that had storage and everything. The trade-off is that we couldn't just pull over anywhere with it or anything like that. So I guess it's just, for us, it's more about size than it is how you use it.